as
Ooh,
we now have read from both of our players.
we do. All right. So good luck to both players. They're going to be playing levels 6 through 9 as fast as they can. We've got our countdown: three, two, one, pills.
Okay, and okay, Holloman is off,
Ooh,
and
take a look at that board for Hollow Man right now. Look at all that
oh
red blue.
yeah, and he only has 6 yellow viruses in between, like quickly counting like 8, 10 viruses, no more blues. So it's a pretty one-sided board for colors.
Yeah, exactly. I'm liking Floyd's diversity a bit more, but now he only has 3 blues. So
Oh
actually,
yeah.
he's not working with that much more than Hollow Man. So we've got interesting boards to start already.
Yeah. What, Mario? What's this? Okay, I guess we're throwing them into the deep end of the pool apparently, and it's only level 6.
Exactly. The first round is one of the most susceptible rounds to RNG. It can really make or break a run here, whereas you can even out in later rounds where we play higher levels. We're looking for players to get to, we love the 6 minutes, under 7 minutes, and so, but it really just depends on what kind of pills you get.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Holman managed to get out of there. He probably didn't get a lot of yellow, and therefore could get under 115. So there you go. It wasn't as terrible as we thought.
Exactly. Really surprised actually. Floyd a little bit behind currently, but just needs this blue and yellow. Just needs a couple yellows and he'll be out. But yeah, I was really hoping that red blue blitz wasn't going to be too long.
Fortunately, 130 ish. It's a good time. He can recover still.
Hmm. And there is a slight differential in time, about 8 seconds. So whoever might be ahead in virus count may not actually be ahead in time. But Floyd was a couple seconds back of Hollow Man going into this level.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we're seeing that they are managing to keep very nice diversity on both of their boards. So Floyd has a lot of red on the top, but of course it depends on Mario giving him some red to start clearing it up. He uses very nicely that double, and yeah, keeps using the red side of the peel. So he knows what he needs at this point.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Hollow Man with a nice horizontal of his own in the center of this board, he's just got to throw away all of the yellows because that yellow in the bottom right hand corner is buried. Probably looking to do a double horizontal with that blue, an offset fat log, but he's going to need a double blue for that or manufacture it himself.
Yeah, and I think at this point he has to go for that because the yellow also depends on taking the 2 blues in the middle altogether. So the yellow half drops, and I think he's going to manufacture the blue at this point.
Yes, he is. Take a look at this. He is going to take some drop time, but it is worth it. Now he
Definitely.
still is a little locked up for those blues though.
And in the meantime, Floyd gets out of level 7, so manages to get back into the action in just one level.
Definitely. And this is a really good pace for both players. We like to see under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Floyd already tearing into this level 8 and has created some diversity. At first, it was just yellow blue on top, but now we got a little bit of everything going.
Yeah, only thing is that he has all of the yellow set and he needs to open up more, which he realizes there's some there on the right side. Very nice approach there by Floyd. As Holloman starts also breaking his level 8 at this point.
Yeah, those yellows on the top are going to be a little tricky. He's does now have a beautiful opening to clear them horizontally if he gets a red, yellow, and a yellow blue. I don't know if he sees that. I think maybe he might be holding out for a different move.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's in the trying of going fast enough. You just try to smash down the pills wherever they fit, and we try sometimes to look for those setups. But yeah, when you are in the tournament, then some of these things will escape you.
Yeah, but very slim lead currently by Floyd, only about a 6 virus lead. Might be a little bit different due to the time. I'm wondering about Hollow Man, the top of his board. Is he going to try to build up a platform so that he can get those yellows horizontally, or is he going to knock them out one by one?
Yeah, and probably he's wondering the same. He had to think a little bit about what he was going to do. Okay, he's going to go for the platform. He has it very quickly as Lloyd is out of level 8 at 447.
And Hollowman only 10 seconds behind, so this is still very, very close. Floyd's got a ton of red across the top of his board. I think he would love to be able to do that horizontally, but I think he'd already gave up on that. And nice combo with this double blue there.
Yeah, in the meantime, Hollowman trying to open up some yellow. You can see he had a lot of yellow there that was leading to nowhere, and that was because he had nowhere to put yellow pills. It's a lot of blue at this point, and he's setting up for some combos. They're very nice there by Hollowman.
Yeah, Hollowman only started playing in the tournament in January, and we are good friends with him. And he said, "Oh, I don't think I'll ever make it to the gold bracket." And here he is playing Floyd and doing quite well.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a quick journey learning all of the strats, and I mean, he says that he's learned a lot by watching, but of course, he's also been playing on his own. Even though he just recently joined us in actually showing the world what he can do. Yeah, you can see he's been practicing for a while.
Definitely. Floyd, really nice horizontal combo there, is cleaning out the center of his bottle, but he's got a really weird shaped board at the moment. You see that he's taking some drop time there to look around, and there's just this big barge of red in the bottom center, and so he's just going to have to clear that out bit by bit. Let's hope he gets a lot of red.
Yeah, and it's as you say, a weird shape of a board because Floyd rarely leaves things in so many different levels, but the RNG has led him to do that.
Right, and this blue that he has in column 6 is a little bit tricky. Not sure what he's going to go for there. Probably just the vertical now, and then the horizontal with the reds on the bottom. But this is giving Hollow Man a nice opportunity. Notice he has an option to take out that yellow horizontally in the bottom as well. But all Floyd needs are a couple more reds, and he's going to be done. Oh, wow. Out at a 658. Hollow Man a 709, but our screen showed only a one virus differential. Really nice.
Yeah, very nice there, and yeah, it's well, it's just game one. I mean, uh, trying to keep it there around the 7 minute mark is what you want. Of course, depending on RNG and other factors, you can bring that down quite a bit, but you want to keep it at least close to your opponent, even if you're losing. So that's a good job there from Hollowman as well from Floyd, and we're gonna see whether Floyd can take it in 2 games or if Hollowman can even it out.
And Hollow Man's best 6 through 9 time is 7:08, so he is really close to breaking that. And so he's playing to his strengths right now. He's doing really well.
Yeah, it's just about being consistent. Not everyone always gets low sixes or stuff like that. So yeah, you just want to keep it close and keep it consistent. As we see, both of our players starting. Holloman starts first, and Floyd is right behind.
I happen to like Floyd's board a little bit better to start,
Oh,
mostly because things are a little bit even. Ooh, yeah. There's that
yeah,
misdrop from Hollow Man. The top of the bottle. That's going to be tough to navigate.
yeah, and as we like to say, misdrops bring even more misdrops, and that's what happened there on that right side. But it's just that red virus, and Holloman can put it out of his mind. He can actually play the rest of the board without much problem.
hmm Meanwhile, Floyd taking the opportunity to make a nice clean run of this. He had a beautiful cross in the center of the board to take out most of the red on the board. Really nicely done. He's got some stuff higher up. He will have to take some drop time probably with the blue yellow in columns 3 and 4, but actually manages to do it, probably saving this blue in column 4 for last.
Yeah, and given that he has that much blue. Oh, okay. Well, he makes the platform and decides probably not to tempt fate, trying to maneuver around it. So he has a clearer path to all the other viruses.
Meanwhile, Hollow Man, not in dire straits, managed to clear out everything so that that red up high can be done last. So really nicely done there. And the red is cooperating. He's out at a 132.
And Floyd right behind, just a couple of seconds earlier. But yeah, it was very nice. There, how Holloman changed the gears and realized that that mistake wasn't going to be that costly, and managed to put it on the rear end.
Yeah, that was really awesome. And already Hollow Man going to town on this level, just making some really quick, efficient plays with what he has. Now he's stuck with a lot of red yellow on the top. So you notice he was just throwing away that garbage on the bottom. But really nice work so far.
Yeah, and they're using that yellow garbage. One of the bits wasn't really garbage. He manages to use it horizontally. One of those things that you have to be aware that you can also clear viruses horizontally, and sometimes what seems like garbage may not be for other viruses that are around it.
Definitely, definitely. Nice combo from Floyd down the center of the bottle. And looks like he's trying to go for this red blue on the side, although he also has the opportunity to drop it from columns 2 and 3, but opts to take the long with the double blue in row 3.
Okay, he's setting up for the horizontal. I was wondering whether he wanted to tuck it and maybe the gravity beat him, but no. The idea is to go horizontally for those yellows and then these reds and set up already for the blues.
Ooh, and Hollow Man out of level 7 into level 8. Floyd, meanwhile, gets these blues horizontally. It's looked like setting up to take this less drop time in column 1 as opposed to column 8, and now this double red paying off. He's out at a 314.
Okay, so Holloman has a little bit of advantage here going into level 8. The opposite situation as we had in game number 1. So yeah, well, it's so far looking good for Holloman to bring it into a game 3.
Yeah, especially because Floyd is getting a lot of yellow and he really doesn't need it. You know, you see that there is nothing, no yellows down there exposed, and so he he's trying to be as creative as he possibly can. I think he'd really love a double red right now. He's trying to manufacture one to make a nice cross on the side.
Yeah, he's just trying to put stuff somewhere because yeah, it's not coming when he needs it. He now needs something to break that, and he manages to crack down that right side.
Right, but meanwhile, Hollow Man is running away with this level 8, just that one blue, and he's out at a 420. So really nicely done for Hollow Man taking that opportunity. Really nice, clean, efficient play.
Yeah, definitely. As we see that Floyd has already gone over the 420 mark and still has about 20 bars left. So that was a good advantage there for Holloman in order to take down this game number 2. And he's making quick work already of level 9.
Definitely, definitely. This is really exciting. The Dr. Mario community loves new players, and we love to see new players succeed. So I think a lot of us are really excited to see Hollow Man doing so well.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really any players, and we cheer for all of them. I mean, yeah, it's just we like so much this game, and we enjoy that new people come, and sometimes they bring even new ideas, and we all learn from it. So yeah, it's very exciting to see also that players can so fast to move into the ranks.
Definitely. It's getting crowded up here in gold bracket as Floyd gets into level 9 at a 525. So that's definitely gives I mean that means Hollow Man has this huge lead to work with. It's about 22 viruses at least by virus count. Time is a little bit different. But looks like Hollow Man's got some really good setups towards the bottom of the board, possibly a fat log option if he can build up to it.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah, he has to put some kind of base there to go for that fat lock that you mentioned. And yeah, he notices he needs to set up something down there. And in the meantime, waiting for the correct pill to get those two viruses. He's working on that right side.
Right, and I think he had a misdrop in columns 7 and 8 maybe, because I think he would have wanted to drop down on top there. Ah, but there we go, he's getting the pills that he needs. Meanwhile, Floyd making an awesome comeback as Hollow Man is just trying to set up exactly what he what he wants, changing his mind.
And now he only needs the red to drop those blues, but Floyd is right behind, so we're gonna see if okay, it's 7 seconds. If he has the time to bring this back, and it seems like
Oh,
now
oh,
that
wow.
oh
That was an amazing comeback run by Floyd. And Hollowman beats his PB for 6 through 9, at least in bracket play, at 647. GG's. We love to go to deciders.
yeah, definitely, and that was a great comeback there by Floyd. That level 9, he just blazed through it, and unfortunately, it wasn't enough. But I mean, he didn't give up, and once again, keeping it close. Now the other way. So, uh, who's gonna win Game 3? Who knows? So we have to watch it in order to actually see what's gonna happen.
Ah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, definitely. We like these games, and I mean, and you can see that now the gold bracket, even the seeding, is not really that important. It's the one against the 16, and they are keeping it this close. So
Yeah,
that's how close it's become in the tournament.
sometimes the later rounds feel like they can be predictable, but they're still not. At round one is just always crazy. This is where you're seeing the most upsets. These are where you're seeing the exhilaration of the win and the agony of RNG. Ah, it's pure drama.
Oh yeah, and this is why we like playing also these lower levels. It's not just skill, which of course it's a big part, but the RNG is going to play a part in this, and that keeps it interesting.
All right, we've got our countdown. Three, two, one, pills. Who will make it to round two, Floyd or Hollow Man?
Right, and starting well, Hollowman's board doesn't have a lot of red available. It can be reached, but you have to talk a lot of things. However, he wasn't getting a lot of red up to now, so he managed to open up some of it.
Yeah, but speaking of weird boards, take a look at Floyd's. Notice how there's nothing in columns 6, 7, or 8 for him to work with. So he he's got to make plans just in one place.
And unfortunately, that means he needs to get the right pills to start opening up stuff. That's it, basically.
But a really nice horizontal there, and we Floyd is lagging out a tiny bit. We've got him back. He's going to take this nice long drop time, but I think it's a good idea here. It leaves those horizontal blues open, and now he just has a couple of blues. Both players doing this level incredibly quickly.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Hollow Man once again gets two yellows there hanging on the right side, and probably is going to build a platform at this point. We've seen how he has tackled this.
Oh, but
Oh,
these
okay.
double yellows, very convenient.
And noticing that exactly there were going to be two double yellows, and basically it was going to be only one yellow left. So very nice adaptation there by Hollow Man.
A nice cross by Floyd just now in the center of the board, and look at this horizontal red. Now he's only got one exposed red, so let's hope that this blue yellow keeps coming. And but some nice work. Now he's flipped the board. Often this happens where we have two of one, two colors, and then another one. It just switches instantly. So it was yellow blue, and now it's red yellow.
Yeah, definitely. And he only has the one blue at this point in the bottom of the bottle. Nothing else really of blue works his way, but he's getting some pills that work. This is the blue reds. Okay, he manages to use it very nicely, and now he doesn't have those pills on the side anymore. So far, Floyd managing to find good usage of whatever Dr. Mario has been giving him.
Yeah, I think he's got a great opportunity to take those yellows out in the bottom horizontally. And he's been managed to do this without too much drop time. Although I think with that red yellow in the center, he may be saying, nah, that's not really what I'm doing.
Yeah, he would have needed double yellow to come before he dropped all of that. But yeah, he's going to figure out another way to get to all of those yellows. However, that's going to give Hollow Man some time try and figure out what to do with that, with all of those viruses cluttered in the right side.
Yeah, but you notice that Hollow Man is still able to take time to think about this. You know, he's not just slamming everything down. So he is making more deliberate moves. Floyd out at a 3 minutes, and he had a beautiful, beautiful long fat log there.
Yeah, I caught a glimpse of it. We were saying, well, he's going to figure out another way, and he manages to get the fat lock, nonetheless.
And Hollow Man out at about a 320, so about a 6 virus deficit. But his viruses are packed tight at the top of the board, so there's plenty of opportunities to clear things very quickly. Notice he's going to take a good combo in 7 and 8.
Yeah, and on the other side, Floyd also takes a combo with no drop time as well. Red blue, copying exactly what Holloman is doing.
Yeah, John, we all hate drop time. You know, it's one of those things where it's kind of agony. You can't do anything. And it
Oh yeah.
adds about a quarter of a second to your time, and that adds up after a while.
Oh yeah, definitely. It feels like, oh yeah, it's just a little bit of time waiting for the animation to play, but no, it adds up over the longer runs that we tend to play. Well, not for the tournament, but rather in the well, for the leaderboards. Then yes, you can see how that counts, and also in the qualifiers. As you said, we go for 30 minutes, and in 30 minutes, a lot of those drop times they add seconds on your time and take time from you to keep gathering more viruses.
Definitely, definitely. Ooh, so Floyd's got this really nice opportunity to take out those blues in a nice cross and then drops on top of the yellow. So just needs a bunch of blues and he'll be out. So Hollow Man is going to take some drop time to get that blue red going. Meanwhile, Floyd out at about a 455.
But
Needs one more
Holloman is
red.
right behind.
Yeah, he's about 10 seconds behind, which is really nothing as we've seen by Floyd's amazing comeback. Notice he has a really nice horizontal there at the top of the board.
And Holloman goes for that horizontal. It's going to be four viruses taken out with just two pills. It leaves a little bit of garbage, but well, when you see them, you have to go for them.
Yeah, and I think that having some yellow garbage is not the worst thing because there's only a very small amount of yellow at the top of the board, so there's nothing you can really do about that anyway.
And now, yeah, as you said, well, there's not much yellow because Holloman took most of it in one fell swoop.
Meanwhile, Floyd is doing some interesting stuff here at the middle of his board. You know, notice it's all he's got some spires in columns 6 and 8, a lot of blue on the top of the board, and I'm curious to see how yes columns 1 and 2 are going to shake out there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's trying to do something with the red because he didn't have a lot of it available. And yeah, and he wanted to go for some setups that he already had put in place. So it's part of the you already have a plan, and you want for that plan to go through. We'll see because Holman is right at the end. He only needs one red to be out of level 9, and boom, he's out at 642.
What?
Yeah,
Whoa, that was the end. Oh,
that was the end. That went very quick. I agree.
okay. Uh, wow. So, uh, Hollow Man goes on to round 2.
Yeah, and takes out the seed number 1. So